most awkward setup, but it looks so comfy. Like, I wish I was my phone right now. That's how bad it is. Like, okay, you're sitting on top of my sleeping pillow. You know those giant, like, not giant, like, hello, Angel, calm down. Okay, it's like, you know, normal bedspread pillows, and then on top of that is this little teeny tiny, like this big of like one of those pillows that have like the beads inside them that are really squishy and soft, and it's green, and I really like it because my dad gave it to me like it was more than a couple years ago. It was a long time ago. I think it was on one of our field trips, and I was just like, not field trips, road trips, because we always go on road trips, and it was in the Subaru, which is the first car he bought the year that I was born. So that's a fun fact. Anyways, so I used to love that car. Like, I really wanted that car for the longest time, but it's just so dead. I can't have it. So poor me. Plus, it's got so much maintenance, and me being the dork I am, I'd probably electrocute myself or, like, you know, die, explode, or something. Like, yeah. Not a good idea for me to have such a high maintenance old car that's, like, 16 years old. Like, I mean, you wouldn't think Subarus would be such high maintenance, because, like, you know, you always think of, like, Subarus. I'm rambling. But, like, anyways, I'm just gonna shut up about that now. Anyways, so, like, you're sitting on that pillow, and then behind you, man, I didn't realize I had so much stuff that has, like, significant memories to me on this. Like, really? Like, Angela, okay, anyways, and then, like, you're leaning against, a doll. It's like, think Tweety Bird, but, like, shorter and fatter and, like, this big and, like, purple. And then you'll get the doll. And then the reason I really like it so much is because it's the doll that my dad gave my mom when they were on, like, their first or second date. Surprise there, because he has, like, dolls everywhere. And in fact, a couple months ago when we were cleaning out his garage, I found the exact same doll just lying around, but it was brand new and unused and, like, unworn. So I was like, oh, that's cool. But, like, yeah. So I guess I have a lot of stuff that you're sitting on. You're sitting on memories. Symbolic stuff, you know. So important. Wow. I almost lost this pencil. It was like laying on my quilt. And like my quilt, I love my quilt because it's so colorful and beautiful and like so chaotic and like, oh. Okay, I need to get over myself. I just love things that aren't in order, you know, like I like rainbows because like there's not a like specific pattern. It's just random crazy colors that are super bright, and that's why I love quilts too. But I can't sew to save my life, so no. But like they're so pretty, and like I just love the fact that they're like worn and like history behind quilts, and just like I love quilts. Like they're just so nice. Okay, anyways, I need to stop like fawning over inanimate objects. Like it's a daily occurrence. Like there's literally something wrong. I mean, I already knew that, but like still, like, okay. Ah, God, what was I saying? I don't even know, cause my train of thought just like keeps doing off bunny hop routes, but then those bunny hop routes have branch off bunny hop routes, and just like it's just a tree with like a dozen little branches, and like I'm just like I don't even try and keep track like anymore. Like if you think talking to me is confusing, just try being me. Like just thinking my thoughts are confusing, like, and I'm me, so you can imagine how confusing it is to have a conversation. Well, you know, because you're what? Okay. Shut up now. Okay, so I kind of am doing this to procrastinate because, like, I've been procrastinating this entire weekend because okay, Okay, I have something to say, but it's really awkward, and I keep thinking of like this one YouTuber that I follow who I love to pieces because he's so hilarious. Which is weird because we're such opposites. He's like basketball player, like I don't know. We're just so different, but like he's adorable and funny, and like I would have a crush on him if I wasn't jealous of his girlfriends, and like at the same time happy because they're perfect for each other. She's the one who actually had him start his YouTube channel, and he's like a pretty small channel too. He's only had it for like 2 years, and he's hilarious. He's grown so much though. He's like over 1 million followers, which I know not that big of a deal like nowadays, but like to like in just like 2 years to have over 1 million, that's crazy. But he's so funny. I love him. But like I have an awkward confession to make because I have to shit. And like I can just feel it, and like I'm just keep thinking of like whenever he has to shit, he's always like, oh, I gotta take the giant chimichanga shit. And like I'm just thinking that, and it's just making me laugh so hard, and just like oh, I forgot about this. Okay. God, I cannot think straight for like the life of me. I mean, like for obvious reasons, but like aside. Damn it. Okay. Is this just everyone, or is it just me? Like my sporadic thoughts. Erratic. Sporadic? Is that even a word? I'm just gonna take a shit and then come back. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm back. Fully relieved, and don't fall for the love of God, please. I love you. Oh God, I look like I'm pony head again. Okay, that's better. Yeah, but it's Jay from the Cub Scouts, just in case you were wondering about the YouTuber who says, I gotta take a chimichanga shit, be right back. Like BRB, I did not just like say something hella embarrassing. He has no shame, which I appreciate. I used to think I had no shame. Blows it too out of proportion to that dude. Oh my God, I just realized. Okay, so, it's funny because, like, his outro is, like, leave a like and subscribe, blah, 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 and tell a friend that Jay from the Cub Scouts is that dude. And, like, I just said he's that dude. Or that dude is, like, blows it out of proportion, and I just, yeah, if you don't even know Jay from the Cub Scouts, I'm really sorry for confusing you because, like, this is insane. Okay, and I think I just broke this pencil. How do you do that in like literally 2 seconds, Angela? Like, do you need to break everything in your path? Like, I swear to God. I'm sorry, Jesus. No, I'm kidding. Okay, okay, yeah, it's just gonna stay broken. I'm sorry, Grandma, I love you, but like your pencils are just like freaking 20 years old, so like don't blame me if I break them. I've also broken her car door. And her chair, and her desk. Technically, I didn't break her desk. I scraped it with a tooth. Don't ask. It's okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. So I'm procrastinating. I've been procrastinating on these like environmental science notes. And before you say anything about this being pink, it just looks pink on camera. Okay, it is a peachy orange-ish color. Okay, it's not pink. It's not pink. I think I would be over my little I hate pink rant or phase, because most people are, but no, of course not. And then if you're wondering what I was fawning over earlier is I was really bored and I had this notebook just like buried in my backpack, and I was like, hey, and I just like walked up to random people and was like, can you like write something random in here? And they were like, okay. And it's kind of interesting. And then one of them, I was like, I love the life I choose. And then, why, if I'm writing in this, why am I even fucking writing in this book? I think that was a senior that I just like walked up to and was like, hey, writing in my book, please? Like, hella not creepy at all. And then there's this kid. Let's call him. Oh, I can just say his nickname. Okay, so he has this nickname that I call him. I don't call him as much anymore because it fucking pisses him off, and he actually started being nice to me for once in his fucking life. Surprise there. He's like one of those like goth, like, I'm so sad, I hate everyone, the world should die kind of people. Except for my best friend, who he's like infatuated with. Apparently they're infatuated with each other and they're like always together and always like smoochy and like which I recently found out he doesn't like making out, like the full tongue thing, and I'm just like, how? Like it's I don't know. Okay, but whatever. Anyways, so I call him Pop-Tart, and I'm not gonna mention his real name because like, although the one friend who I know from my school is watching this is gonna be like, I know who this fuckboy is. Like, I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay. Anyways, so I call him Pop-Tart because one time I was messing around and like I sometimes call friends like that I'm not too happy with at the time Pop-Tart, just because like it's like an affectionate like mean name for them. And so I was calling him that, and then some guy behind us was walking behind, and he chuckled, and he overheard, and he was like, sounds like Pop-Tart, and I was like, ooh, and then like that's how his nickname started. And then so I started calling him Pop-Tart since then, and he hated it. He hated me for a while because like he's kind of like so infatuated and protective of his girlfriend that like he's kind of jealous of me, I guess. I don't know. He was like, for a while, he was like literally jealous of everyone who even like breathed near his girlfriend. It was ridiculous. And then, and because we were kind of close for a while, he just like, and I guess I also rubbed him the wrong way because I'm usually a pretty happy, chipper, weird ass person, and he's Mr. I hate the world, like fuck off. So I guess I rubbed him the wrong way. And I didn't really understand why, and I thought, I'll just, like, I didn't know he was, like, I don't know, but, like, he just always hated me, and so, like, in the book, when I told him to write something, which I don't know why I expected something different, but, like, I thought he was gonna say, like, I hate you or something, but he wrote fucking die in the book, like, see, like, he's an ass. But, I mean, he loves my best friend and treats her alright, even though, like, their moochiness is disgusting, so, like, I guess I can't hate him, even though he has repeatedly been rude to me, and, like, literally given me death threats, and, like, fucked off, and, like, but whatever, I know he doesn't mean it, he's just, like, an insecure little kid who just loves to fuck around because he's insecure about his damn self, so, like, get your ass off me, buddy, because I'm not your fucking problem. Okay, but since my friend loves him, I don't tear through him like he does through me. I have the maturity to hold back. Keyword there, maturity. Usually I lack it, but when there's assholes around, surprisingly, it comes through. Okay. I've been procrastinating on these, like, AP and bioscience notes for, like, this entire weekend, like, Friday through now, and it's literally the evening, and I'm just now doing them, and it's awesome. Which is what this video was meant to be about, but I wasted, like, 13, almost 14 minutes talking randomly bullshit. Surprise there, right? Okay, how should we talk about shit? Okay. I need to stop. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So I'm doing it now, and I'm talking to you because, like, I feel like if I did it alone, I'd get even more pissed off at myself. So, like, rambling to a camera while doing homework, what's a better way to waste time, you know? I don't know. Yeah. I really hate taking notes, though. It's so boring. Like, who the fuck wants to read from a giant-ass textbook with minuscule little words that, like, half of them you don't understand the meaning, and then you have to look up the meaning, and then write down the meaning, and then, like, study them. And then we have this test on Tuesday, and then we have another test. Wait, no, we have a quiz on Tuesday, and then we have a test on Wednesday. And I'm just like, girl, we barely have, like, 2 weeks of school. Like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I mean, sure, she literally, like, with the syllabus, she gave us, like, this, thing, and it was, like, this, like, telling us what all the quizzes were, and literally me being the, like, impatient dumbass that I am that doesn't have the patience to just, like, stare at something, like, boring for, like, 10 seconds, like, no. And so I just skimmed there. It was like, oh, that's cool that she does that. And then, like, I tossed it away and didn't, like, well, I didn't toss it away, but it's somewhere in my bag and I don't know where it is. And, like, I didn't look at it again. And then, like, I was complaining about it, kind of, sort of. And, like, the girl next to me was like, why are you complaining? She warned us beforehand. And I was like, oh. So that shut me up because I kind of felt ungrateful. And, like, that little bratty sophomore girl in the class full of juniors and seniors is complaining about her AP class. So, like, I shut up. But it's true. I really, like, I can tell this is going to be my hardest class. Oh, caterpillar! Okay. Look at the cuteness. Oh, I changed my mind about textbooks. They're adorable. Look at this. Oh, the caterpillar. Like, look at this. It's adorable. Oh, it's adorable. I love caterpillars. Although, I'm kind of wary of them because my dad told me one time, I can't remember which state he was in, but he was in a state and he was with my uncle and, like, they were messing around, they were kids, and they were messing around with, like, these two caterpillars, and then one of them climbed up the shirt of my uncle's, like, my uncle's shirt and was, like, stinging him, like, everywhere he walked. And, like, it was all over his back and it kind of freaked me out. But, like, at the same time, I can't get mad at caterpillars because they're just so cute. Like, they're little, like, fully standing in the way they walk, and then they, like, munch on leaves, and they're just, like, so cute. Like, they're my far favorite insect ever. Like, butterflies, go kill yourselves. Like, you don't even compare to the beautifulness and the cuteness and just, like... I have weird fascinations, okay? Don't judge me. I say while talking to a cat. Oh, look at the cute little raccoon. Okay. I can look at these pictures all day. I'm not even gonna lie. What's a penguin? Okay, girl, you need to stop looking at these pictures. Like, what is that? Oh. Yeah, okay, just looking at different landscapes. Aw. Starving people. Okay, focus. What page am I supposed to be on? 98. Okay. Boop, boop. Ew. Oh, that's just, It's talking about parasitic, animals. There's mistletoe, which I know about, which for some reason just loves California. Like, literally loves California. Like, it's all over the valley. Like, it's all over. Like, I swear. Especially in the wintertime. Like, when the trees are bare and you just see it and just like this little ugly green bush in the tree and you're just like, damn you. Which mistletoe is not the cute little plant that, like, they, like, you kiss under a tree with, like, which I don't even get where that came from, but, like, so cheesy. Anyways, it's a parasitic plant that, God, I sound like my dad. Ugh, okay. Anyways, it's a parasitic plant that, like, basically, like, sucks the nutrients from a plant, and, usually you can't really notice, and they don't really affect trees when they're, like, spring and a summer and that, like, months, but, like, during fall and winter when their leaves are starting to drop and they need all the nutrients they can get because there's not enough sun and stuff, that's when they fully, like, start killing trees, and they're just annoying. Like, look at your ugly little greenness. Like, you're not even cute. Like, shut up. Like, they remind me of, like, I don't know. They just remind me of Two-Faced Bitch for some reason. Anyways, and then I talk about tapeworms, which, I can't even, I hate parasites. They're just so gross. Like, who wants to think about shit latching onto you and sucking the life out of you? I'm like, I don't want to think about it. Like, that's disgusting. It's disgusting. I am Gucci. I'm good. Like, no problemo. Like, I'm good. Like, no bueno. No bueno. Okay. Ew, horned grasshoppers look so gross. Okay, these. I don't want to look at you. You're disgusting. Didn't we already take notes on this? Like, I swear we could have taken notes on this already. Well, maybe not. Maybe we just grazed through the notes on here, but I could have. Ew. Bad things. So lovely to look at. Science! The beauty. Yeah. Okay. This is my disgusted face. Thank you. Well, not anymore because I'm smiling now, but like. Oh. I wish I could look at cute things more. I mean, there's a fox, but like, it's a drawn fox, so it's not as cute as a real fox. There's like a bunch of group of kids and they're all looking at people and they're so cute and I love kids. I mean, I'm hella awkward around kids, but I really love them. Okay. Where am I supposed to stay at? Oh, I'm way past the thing. Whoops. Oh, it's only like 3. Girl, you're so dramatic. Like, literally, I was procrastinating on 3 pages. 3 pages? Are you fucking... Oh, my God. Damn, Angela, you're so dramatic. Like, oh, my God, the more notes, I can't do them. It's too much work. It's literally 3 pages. Ah. God, I whine like a little bitch way too damn... Oh, God, that's gonna fucking annoy me. There we go. Where can I put this? But then it looks like a little... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say it looked like a little... Like, look at this. I'm breaking shit again. Warning, warning, alert. The destructive human is on the loose. God damn. Oh my God, that reminds me. Okay, so when I was little, I literally thought I had this kind of curse. No joke. Like, I literally thought I was cursed, and I'm just clumsy shit. I had this thing where, like, I would go to a friend's house, and, like, every time I was at a friend's house, I would break something. Like, I'm not even joking. And it wasn't even intentional. Like, something would just, like, I would be playing with one of their toys and it would just like snap or break or something. Or like I would accidentally stumble and like something would fall and break. And like it was nothing major. Except for this one time when I felt super guilty and this kid was such a dipshit about it. He was such a scrawny little dipshit. I was taller than him and I should have slapped him in the face. He was such a dumbass. Anyways, he was like making me feel so bad because he had these little action figures and I was like, yo, let me look at the action figures. Like, dude, let's go. And he was like, sure, but like you can only use this one because it's my smallest one and it's my oldest one and like, yeah. And I was like, fine then. And he had these like, it was just after Christmas, so he had these like, I don't remember if Transformers was out then, but it almost looked like Transformers. I don't really remember that well. They were just action figures and they looked nicer and neater than mine because mine was like almost Barbie doll looking and it was all like faded out and like gross and I was like, okay, fine. And so I was playing around with him and he kept like beating mine because mine is so damn weak and like his are like brand new shiny little plastic and I was like, this guy's a dick. Obviously I wasn't thinking that because I literally had a 5-year-old mentality, so I wasn't like up to date with the whole, cuss words. Anyways, that's how I interpret it as my thought process now because I'm evolved. I'm grown, matured, hopefully, sort of, kind of, maybe. Anyways, but like, I broke it, and he got so mad at me. Like, he literally lost his shit. He was like, okay. He was like this little scrawny, tiny little Mexican kid, and I'm like, me, the white, chubby little child. Actually, I was pretty scrawny, too, but like, I was a wee bit taller than him. Just a little bit. And like I had a chubbier, whiter face and he was just like all narrow, scrawny, skinny limbs and he was like literally screeching at the top of his lungs at me, yelling at me, being like, you broke my toe, I hate you, blah 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 blah, and like he never wanted to see me again after that. And I felt like so guilty. I was literally crying over it and like it made me feel so guilty and like it sucked. And his dad was an ass too because I remember this was in Virginia when I was living with my aunt and the reason that I was playing with him was because my aunt was dating his dad. And so we went over there, and I was playing with him. And my cousin wasn't playing with us because she wasn't quite old enough, because she was like really shy and like quiet, and she didn't want to do anything. And I was like, I don't know. Anyways, so she wasn't playing with us, but then like it was around Christmas time, I think. It was like December 20 something, but it wasn't quite Christmas yet. And so the guy was sweet enough to get us presents, but he got well, I don't think he wanted us over the house after we broke his son's toy. Well, I broke his son's toy, and also that my cousin and I whined and bitched like crazy when we both got coloring books. Oh wait, no. She got a coloring book, and then I got like a, what are they called? For some reason, we were really obsessed back then, like with Bratz dolls, like, you know, the ones that look like Barbie dolls, but they have like giant heads and like slutty costumes, and they look like, I don't know, but they were the bad Barbies, you know, like parents wouldn't even let you have them. So yeah, I got a Bratz doll, and it like, I was like, of course, me being me, was like the immature child I am, was like, oh look, I got a Bratz doll. My cousin, she got a coloring book, and I kind of felt kind of bad, but then I was like, no, I got a Bratz doll. I can rub it in her face now. And then like, but then like, my aunt was hella mad about it, and so she was yelling at him and was like, yo bitch, what are you doing? Like, why'd you give my daughter a coloring book, but my sister's daughter a Bratz doll? Like, what is this? And he was like, I don't know, blah, 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 like, big confrontation. A lot of the guys she dated were douches. There was only this one time where she dated a nice guy, but he ended up being a cheating dick. But at least he wasn't violent, and he wasn't a druggie. Not that I knew of. Anyways, he was still a cheating dick, so. I remember because, oh my god. If anything, I could thank my aunt for this, like, so many entertaining stories, even though she's not the best mom or person in general, actually. But, like, she did share some really funny stories, and I experienced some really fun stuff with her. Fun now, scary back then, but fun now. The guy who was telling about who was the cheating dick, who was like didn't fight back, he was cheating on his girlfriend, and then like she found out, and she got hella mad and was like literally beating him up, and like and then my aunt came out and was like fighting her too, and then like she was trying to protect him or whatever, and he wasn't fighting back because he doesn't hit girls, blah blah blah. And then I remember my mom was in the middle of getting her hair done. So this sounds like a movie scene, but I swear it's the honest to God truth. But like, she had like her hair and like, I think she was trying to do like frost like highlights, I think, or something like that. And so she had her hair in like this little cap, and like all of her hair was like out in like these little holes, and like my aunt was like bleaching it. And so like my mom, like frankly ridiculous, and like she went to look out while we were all looking out the window, like watching the movie scenes it out, kind of, sort of, because that's what it kind of looked like. But then it got even worse because they were like fighting, and then they ended up like slamming him against like, she ended up like slamming him against like the hood, and it was like bending it in, and it was my mom's car. And let me just tell you, it was a Honda Civic, and it was red, and it was rusty as shit, and she had it for like I don't know how many years, but she loved that like car like her life. And so she was like, that was the only time that she actually went involved, and she was like, hey, don't hit my car, like don't hit my car. And like her hair just, it just looked ridiculous. Oh my god. I'm turning pink. Oh, I just can't. Looking like a tomato instead of a chubby potato. Oh, awesome. Oh, I just can't get over it. It's so funny. I haven't thought about that in a while. Ew! I was laughing so hard I spit all over my notebook. Ew. Oh, that was so funny though. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this is like 30 minutes, not long now, of me just rambling and not even starting my homework. Oh my god. This shows you how easily I'm distracted. Like, literally, I'm that person who's like, there's like a dog or something and I'm having a serious ass conversation and I see the dog and I'm just like, dog! And like, it's the most serious conversation. It could be like literally about her grandma's death or something and I would be like, but the dog, like, go pet the dog, like, it'll make you happy, or like, see the dog over there, but like secretly, just because I want to get out of the awkward situation of the serious conversation and just want to pet the dog. Also because I love dogs and like I'm that kind of person. Oh. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna end it here because this is way too long and like, you don't want to sit here watching me be like, I hate my life, I hate homework. Like, no, that's dumb. Okay. I don't even know what I was. Oh my god. I mean, at least it made me laugh because I came in here like dreading homework and it literally ended up being 3 pages. 3 pages of me whining and bitching and blah 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 blah. 3 pages. All 3 of them, literally half of the, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those pages. Well, they're double-sided, you see. So technically, I have 6 pages, but like only like 4 of them are literally half covered in graphs. Like, look at this. Like, I was whining over this shit. Like, are you kidding me? Like right now, like I literally only have like 1 whole page. Oh, 2 whole pages, and then like 2 half pages. Wait, no, 3 half pages, and then that's it. Like, I don't know why I was so whining. Oh, I'm so dramatic. Like, girl, you calm down. I swear. Okay. Anyway, I'll shut up now and like end this video because like, girl does not need to keep talking for like the whole entire lifetime. Like, we'll be sitting here and it'll be like 20 hours later and like you'll be dead because you're bored out of your freaking mind. Like, I killed your cranium. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm done. I'm sorry. I promise I'm done. Okay, cool. I think it's almost at the time limit too because I think the time limit is like 33 minutes or something. So like, eh. Hey.